What the muck is up, guys? So, I guess we got a big portion of the game leaked? Let's get into it. Alright, guys, we've been hit with so much information, everyone's saying it could be true or it can't be true. We have a lot of speculation of what's going on, but so far, this is some of the new stuff that I've seen. Meet our gym leaders. Supposedly, where certain things are marked off or digitalized or changed or altered in some type of way, it's because it's giving a hint on what they might possibly be. Another gym leader that I saw is somebody that has very long white hair, kind of dreadlocky, so people are kind of thinking that it might be ghost type related. I mean, I'm looking at the bottom right hand side of the gentleman, and he might be a water type trainer. The person next to him, I'm thinking, might be someone that is ice type, but we really don't know. The first person might look like grass type. I'm not too sure. Right now, I do want to say, though, that maybe we shouldn't just throw our hands up and saying, oh, it's definitely true, because we really don't know. But, I mean, I just want to cover some of this because a lot of it is very interesting. Supposedly, this might be our rival, somebody that has two different types of hair colors. Again, the picture is blurred out pretty well. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, this is 100% true, this is 100% fake. I mean, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't know. I actually had somebody get me a whole bunch of these tweets and message me. Shout out to Max, thank you, I really appreciate you trying to help me out with this video. But for this type of situation, I mean, I would love to say that it's true. Some of the stuff that I'm seeing is just mind-blowing, and we're going to get into some of the Pokemon next. Okay, guys, so this was actually one of the first Pokemon that I saw when I woke up, and it was something that was interesting to me, and I thought, okay, it might be something. It might be evolved form of the Pokemon that we saw previously from the trailer. It totally looks like it could be. It feels like there's no mistaking something like that, but again, guys, I'm trying to take everything with a grain of salt just because of the fact I know that there's a lot of people out there that can make some incredibly wild things. I also follow someone on TikTok that makes up his own Pokemon that, like, if you told me that this was real and this person made it, then I'd 100% believe you. People are saying that the stuff is confirmed because of a trusted source, and that's all fine and dandy, but because I don't know the trusted source 100% myself, I don't really know if I can go with it. But I'm not gonna lie, this stuff does look really real. Then we got our little piggy over here. Apparently it has an evolved form. I mean, I want to know what they scribbled out over to the left here. Is it because it was closer and it was another one? Is it because it's another evolved form because it will evolve 3 times? Is it a completely different Pokemon? I mean, you do see that there is black in it, so it could be that Pokemon just closer up, but I'm not 100% sure. This is definitely the Flamingo Pokemon. I don't care what anybody says. You can tell just by the beak itself with all of the black, the pink, and I'm hoping if they do this Pokemon shiny, it's going to be a red shiny or white. I think it'd be kind of cool for it to be a white type of shiny, but we'll see. I mean, but you can clearly tell long neck, the beak, the wings. I mean, it clearly looks like a flamingo. No questions asked. I mean, and it's very interesting. I'm curious what kind of typing it would be. Obviously, it might be flying, or maybe not. I mean, it would be very interesting for it to be flying fire or flying and toxic. And the only reason why I say that is because flamingos can actually upstand an incredible amount of heat. They can go into some crazy boiling water and not feel that at all. So that's kind of why I'm thinking that might be its typing if, you know, the Pokemon Company does do something like that. This Pokemon so far has me very intrigued, 100%. Now on to this thing. I have no idea. Not a clue. I mean, this just looks like somebody took 5 different colors, threw it on the floor, took a picture, and was like, that's a Pokemon. I got nothing with this. Unless this is maybe Pyroar. I mean, it kind of looks like the female Pyroar with the mane, blue flames. I mean, this is an interesting one. I don't really know what it is. I really haven't watched anybody else's videos because I really wanted to do this on my own and kind of look at these images and put this all together. I have no idea what kind of Pokemon this can be. I mean, if I were to guess, it might be a fire type. I mean, just up top just looks like blue flames to me. And if you know anything about chemistry and stuff like that and science, blue flames are extremely hot. They are the hottest flames next to white. So maybe it might be a fire type Pokemon. I mean, I don't know honestly with that. Why? So you took Jigglypuff and you gave it coin eyes. I got nothing. I got nothing as far as that goes. Okay, now a lot of people are talking about this specifically being an alternate form or an evolution. I could see it going either or way as far as how this Pokemon is. It's got the moss growing on it. It's definitely Mungus. We can clearly see that with the two Pokeball-looking armored shields. But I don't know. It might be a new form versus being a new evolution. I'm not too sure. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, oh, this is just an alternate form, but there's still a whole bunch of bullet points that I have to look through from somebody helping me out make this video, and we're gonna go through all the bullet points and see how everything is. I'm just giving you right now kind of like my blind reaction. And as far as like anybody else saying anything on Twitter, that's kind of what I'm going with, and besides listening to other people's YouTube videos or anything like that, I'm doing this all kind of blind in a sense, but people are speculating that this is the evolution. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they flipped it and they said, no, this is just because you're in a new area, a new environment. A lot of people are talking about this being the evolution of the kitty cat that we're going to have because it's supposed to be grass and dark. I mean, it definitely looks like a flower around its neck. We can tell that 100% that that's a flower. But, I mean, as far as still having that cat-like features, I mean, maybe to the right over here, the left over here, that could be whiskers. I'm not too sure about that one. I'm really not. And this was an interesting one. I instantly think toxicity. That's what I'm thinking. Just because of the way the back is, I mean, it could be a completely new Pokemon altogether, which would be really cool. That would be actually very awesome to see. And then we have the hint of a gimmick Pokemon, which it's kind of wild, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like Crossbones holding a flower, and then to the Pokemon that's next to it, I mean, if you look right down below, it looks like a drill or like water layers that is building on top of one another, so it might be a water-based Pokemon. I'm not too sure, but this Pokemon is interesting. I'm gonna kind of give it a guess here, and the Pokemon to the left of us is going to be, because of the crossbones, it looks like a skull of crossbones. I mean, 100%. I'm thinking it's going to be poison grass, maybe grass poison, maybe just poison. It's just, these two are very, very interesting, and they caught my attention, for sure. Alright guys, and this is some of the bullet points that I've been hearing about. There's going to be a new Flamingo Pokemon. Not all Hisuian Pokemon are going to be in the game. The gimmick doesn't involve Pokemon getting an extra type? I'm intrigued with that one. There are side quests in this game. Teddy, Ursera, Komala, Rotom, Goodra, and Sunflower are in the game. Woobat is not. I think that's very odd that they're like, oh, here's 4 random Pokemon that are going to be in the game, and this one's not. I don't know. I think that's very odd. There are 4 legendary Pokemon. Okay. Pseudo legendary Pokemon. All Pokemon can use the new gimmick. Lugia and Ho are not in game, which is fine. They've been in a lot of the games. I mean, you can get them through Dynamax or the rings in Ruby and Sapphire. When asked about the champion, the leaker said both male and female, or asked the gender, so maybe no version exclusive champion. That's interesting. Dunsparce can evolve, and Dunsparce evolve does not fly. I don't know. I mean, I guess it does have those wings, but like weird. Aipom Toucan not in the game. Again, weird. And for some reason, Mischievous is, in capital letters, in. Okay. There are no Dodrio forms. Okay. Let's see what else. We have Furfrou, Minior are not in the game. Houndour line is in-game. Weird. Weezing is in-game. Squovette is in-game. The leaker said that the Gen 9 starters are the only starters in-game. Interesting. A Gen 5 Pokemon gets a new form. Okay. No new evolutions, which is very interesting to me. Very interesting to me. Because the new Pokemon series that I watch with my son really is making it seem like there is going to be a new evolution. But it's so funny because I said for months, no, there's no way, there's no way, there's no way. And everyone kind of convinced me. Interesting. Joltik, Milotic, Wailord, Metagross, Jinx, and Golurk are... I'm sorry, Golduck. No, Golurk are not in-game. Whichever. Pokemon will time travel. Okay. Players will not. Okay. What? It says that the story is very good. I don't know what to do with that. 3 cities, 9 towns in the region, 300 to 500 Pokemon in Dex. Fine. Garchomp is in game. Yay. Mega Evolutions are not back. Shocker. Let's see. Dunsparce has a new evolution. There's going to be a Dolphin Pokemon. Markrow has a new evolution. Now, is it Markrow? Or is it Honchkrow that evolves again? I'm going to assume because they specifically said Markrow, that Markrow is going to have a different evolution, which is fine. Regional Dex is more than 400. Okay. Ooh, the starter that I'm going to pick, the little fire guy, is going to still be an alligator, which is cool. No new fossil Pokemon. I'm fine with. Yesterday's images already included 2 of the evolution starters, so I'm assuming it's 2 of the Pokemon that I saw previously. Hint of the gimmick Pokemon, which we saw. You can transfer Pokemon. You can transform any Pokemon into crystallized look by using an item that looks like a ball that somebody gives you in-game. Okay. Interesting. DLC is confirmed. Weezing is in the game. Again, weird. No new Pokeball types, and there is a Dolphin Pokemon. Interesting. But I've also had out on my channel before that I think that they might be introducing a new type. I kind of proved myself wrong. That might still be a thing. I don't really know. But for right now, guys, this is a bunch of the stuff that I'm seeing. It's some of the stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. Just a quick little here thing. I also have a couple of videos that will be coming out soon. I had to do a lot of work with some of them. And, yeah, a lot of stuff's going to be starting to get uploaded to YouTube relatively shortly as soon as I get in contact with one person. But unfortunately, guys, for right now, that is it for me. And like always, happy hunting. Peace.